Lên chưa nhỉ? Alo alo. Alo alo, lên chưa nhỉ? Tự nhiên lên hẳn nha. Quay vòng tròn luôn. Ok, ủa, siêu xịn thế. Siêu cấp luôn. Ngon.
Easy money.
Lên chưa nhỉ? Lên rồi đấy. Ok, hôm nay tiếp tục với Gensin Impact nha. Cuối cùng thì chúng ta cũng đã đến được Luna phần 7 rồi. Cuối cùng cũng đã được đấm Dottore rồi. Sau bao nhiêu thời gian vất vả ở cái nốt grind này, từ đánh anh Ririn, cứu em Colombina, rồi đi chơi với em, tiết em lên mặt trăng, cuối cùng là bị thằng Dottore chặn mất, đúng không? Rồi cuối cùng đến lúc đánh ra rồi. Không biết được cái Luna 7 này nào được đánh hết chưa, hay là phải đợi sang Luna 8 nữa. Ok, vào thôi, nhanh không kịp nữa. Được 2 cái ấy. Này không quay nên không có nhiều, tôi quay đi vậy. Đây nó có skirt nhỉ. Không muốn quay lắm, đang muốn đợi hẳn sang 7 chấm quay một thể, chứ giờ ít quá quay chẳng thua. Cái mẹ quay trả súng vào đầu. Đấy, thấy chưa? Súng vào đâu? Chẳng lột. Lột. Đấy. Thêm ui, thêm tận 3 con A luôn à? Candice. Em thì cứ lên này. Dahila. Fanboy. Ok, có chuyện chính đi. Có gì đây? Tụt bảo cảnh. 2 đấy này. 3 đấy này. Candy. Ui, Candy này cũng cung mệnh 5 rồi. Ôi, cái đít này thiết kế đẹp quá mà thế không biết dùng làm gì. Tahila.
Hả?
Anh bắt bờ à? Thế đâu? Cũng máy biển. Rồi thế đã. Ok, rồi, thế đã. Rồi, có chuyện chính thôi. Nếu một đêm đông có vị nữ khách, bài ca không về bàn 7, đêm không trăng. Theo. Chờ đến 8 giờ. Hôm sau. Giờ đang phải nghĩ cách để cứu Colombina. Đấm Dottore giờ nó có 2 cái tỷ nguyệt rồi, một cái hồng, một cái tỷ nguyệt rồi.
It's about time we headed over to the Curatorium of Secrets. We have something super important to discuss. You remember, right?
Đến hội đồng bí mật. Lại đến chỗ con này phô rồi. Có gì đây? Giai thoại của Henzo. Henzo sang tận đây chơi được à? Lâu lắm rồi không gặp cái thằng Henzo này. Tháng từ từ nhé. Kệ đi. Gần tập trung cái này đó. Không thì không kịp để chơi nốt cái trường này. À, mẹ có dịch chuyển ngay đây mà. Dưới nữa. Tắc kè à? Cả nhóm ngủ dụ. Buồn ơi là buồn.
Looks like the gang's all here.
Yep, all ready. How about you two? Green and good to go?
Everyone's ready.
Okay.
Haha, feeling nervous? Don't blame you. Okay, so some time ago, Colombina was ambushed by the doctor.
Yes, though at the time, all that the rest of us saw was the doctor using some...
We have to get Colombina back. And whatever the doctor's plan is in seizing the Three Moon...
The Frost Moon Scions consider it our duty to rescue the Moon Goddess. I wasn't expecting so...
Great. Well, first things first.
Đang định nói chặn họng luôn hả?
Wait.
Someone's here. We heard your footsteps. Although...
You've been here for a while now. I take it you followed the traveler.
Ai đấy?
But I don't sense any ill intent in you.
Come on.
NPC à? Được anh nào? NPC là lính của phá tù đúng không?
I figured it wouldn't take you long to notice me. I come bearing news from my lady, the knave.
Dottore went through the motions of returning to Snezhnaya, but it was obviously a facade.
Nó chỉ giả vờ về thôi hả?
Well, in that case,
Hello,
he'll be in his
đang đâu
lab
secret hả?
way up north.
Hello, đang đâu secret à? À không, thấy có thừa mấy cái
He was planning this.
Tell
viên
them
thạch
that
thì
Sandro
đâu
and
tạp
I will
để
go
đổi
ahead.
cái
If they still
quà
intend to
thôi.
pursue this matter, they should meet us at the research
Chứ mình
center
đang
in
định
the
đợi
northern
đợi
tip
ảnh
of
răng 7
Belgrade.
chấm thì đâu có thể.
Nice of Colombina's two best friends to think about.
Lady Damselette may have left our organization,
Cái tầm
but at least
6
some
chấm
of
này
her colleagues
bỏ lâu
remain
quá rồi, không
genuinely
đủ viên thạch nữa.
concerned for her well-being.
Sang 7 chấm đi, sang 7 chấm
We
kiểu gì sẽ có
have
meta mới,
crossed
lúc đấy
swords
loại
many
từ đầu
times
sau nó hợp lý hơn.
before, and so as fellow friends of
Arlecchino's situational awareness has saved us a lot of trouble.
I'll leave the map here with you. If you do decide to head, and remember, at least while you're in Nodcry, Lady,
This is very accommodating.
just doing my duty. I shall take my leave now.
Cục thiết kế thí
If you
nghiệm
need
Tobaki.
So, the doctors left the experimental design here.
Marionette seems to think he's been planning this for a long time.
Marionette là Sandron.
It seems his loyalty to the Tsaritsa is lip service.
Whatever his motives, we know that he's decided.
At this stage, it's difficult to predict his next steps.
Well, as much as I'd love to,
Kiểu này xem ra
but
cái
at least
chương lần này
take
chưa
two
đánh
of your
Dottore
dad's
rồi.
ducky with you.
Chương này
It
vẫn đang
should
kiểu
be some help during the battle.
bán binh bố trận thôi.
And as for Miss Sinefa,
Detecting operational logic. Just in case, Servarka, I think it would be best if you stayed behind as well. You can
Đang
leave
tích
the
cho phiên
research
bản sau,
center
sắp
to us.
update rồi.
I mean, I would
Sắp
have said the
sang
Night of
6
Borea should
mấy
probably
trăm
be
năm rồi đấy.
on the... Leave Nasha Town to me.
Yehoda will be on
Tôi đang
hand
chờ
to
cái sang
assist
6
you.
năm để đang
In
cố
my absence,
cho nhanh mấy
she
quét
can
này để sang
handle
6 năm kịp
You
đi
got
cái
it, boss.
quét mới.
You guys,
We will.
things are
Kịp đi
moving
map
fast. We'd better
cảng
head off
cảng
soon
gì
if
ở
we hope to keep
Montag nhỉ?
pace.
Cái tên rồi. Với cả đi cái bản đồ của
infiltrate a secret
Asmodee.
research facility or...
Thấy đồn ở cái bản đồ của Asmodee hay lắm.
We
Cố
all
lên
have to
lên
bring
lần
our
này quay
A
lại
game
cố
here.
chạy nhanh nốt cái trường nốt
So,
quay này.
Anything you need to wrap?
Gì đấy? Ok. Ok.
Then you better get
Chứ lần
going.
trước là phải cố mà chạy qua cái trường nát lan ấy. Có lần
Very
trước
well.
chơi cái trường nát lan hơi chán, hơi trùng, vất vả lắm, lăn lộn lắm qua được cái trường này. Sang nó qua này thì
All
chuyện hay
these
hơn này.
broken machines on the ground. Someone.
Đây này, lúc nãy quay để lấy điểm đổi cái này. Đấy, thiếu điểm này. Rồi, câu chuyện thứ gì đã? Việc nghiên cứu Dottore. Thằng này có lửa đen trong kinh ấy. Sang này cứ toàn cho dùng nhà lữ hành thủy nhỉ? Biết là để phản ứng với thảo rồi nhưng mà thủy này chán hòm đấy. Rồi, thằng này giết thuộc hạ kinh vậy. Dottore này mày dùng thuộc hạ, thí nghiệm người thuộc hạ luôn à? Kinh mẹ.
That's quite a welcome party.
Có mang vực ở đây à?
The deception ends here. It all adds up. No more lies.
Sao tưởng thằng Ririn bị bắt rồi thì bọn này tự biến mất thế nhỉ? Vẫn còn à?
Beware the creatures of the night. Observe.
Get back! I said get back! Do you hear me?
Cả hai con rồng của Enconomia có đây luôn này.
Why isn't it working? No! Don't come any closer! Don't!
Nghe vậy. Kinh nhỉ? Kiểu thằng này thí nghiệm toàn kiểu thí nghiệm cô đơn tính ấy nhỉ? Thêm một người từ trần ra đây rồi. Dọc biển sâu.
With one heart, we pray.
The mystery unravels. Can't hide the truth. It all adds up.
Be silent. Observe.
Wipe out! Go!
You poor souls. May your spirits find peace.
Grab that key on the ground. We'll probably need it at some point.
Watch out. There's no way through. Let's go around.
Okay. Thằng Dot bác học điên lắm. Đúng rồi. Này, từ đầu nó giới thiệu là kiểu bác học điên rồi mà. Thế mới hay này. Kiểu chuyện nào, game nào cũng phải có thằng bác học điên rồi này. Bây giờ thằng này nó như kiểu trong Resident Evil ấy nhỉ. Mẹ chế tạo ra toàn zombie trong bụng nữa thì bá cháy luôn.
What the? Trespassers? Here? What's wrong with you people?
Ông này có cả tên
We're
luôn.
looking for the doctor, and we understand he might be here.
You looking to settle a score with the doctor?
Perhaps. But you might have a chance to
Có hết mọi người.
live.
Two other harbingers had the same idea as you. They're already inside. But what?
Seems to me. Also, is it just me, or do I sense monsters nearby?
We need to know what the doctor is up to. Please, if you know
Bắt đầu
anything
thông
at
não đấy.
all, this is about more than us versus the doctor.
Thông não thành công rồi.
He's building something. Ambitious doesn't even begin to describe it. A while back, he told us he'd be returning to Snezhnaya. We weren't expecting him back so soon.
Hai bên đá quý phát sáng.
This time,
Tùy
The
vào trong.
moon marrow sphere.
oh, Lady Damselat? Last I heard, she left the Fatui. I remember thinking that leaving us might not be the best choice. I mean, back when this all started, the higher-ups dispatched 3 units to Nodcry to execute. I was a part of the Damselet's unit. She never really interacted with us much. In fact, she seemed sort of detached. She always seemed like she was staring off into the distance. The doctor used to stand nearby and watch her.
Dottore đứng nhìn
Apparently
cô
they
từ
got
xa.
along well at first.
Nghe như kiểu
But
bám đuôi
somewhere
vậy.
along the way, after
kinh
she
nhỉ?
left, everyone right now, obtaining the 3 moons is his #1 priority.
Phải phản diện thuần ác chứ
Even
mấy đứa có
said
chấp hành
he
trước
can
hiển
only
và
get his hands on 2 of them.
How would he create an
Này có thằng tuần
artificial
ác mới hay
moon
không?
marrow? Maybe the knowledge he gained from the...
Thank
Đứa
you
nào
for
cũng có một cái
cooperating.
kiểu như quá khứ đáng
I
thông
get
cảm
the
thì nó
sense
không
that you'd
không hay lắm này.
serve
Mất
under
đi sự
Columbine, I
tính
get.
No, she's no longer I'm only telling you all this because I don't
không như
completely
kiểu
trust the
cái chuyện gì nhỉ,
doctor.
Naruto ấy,
I
thằng nào
understand.
phản diện rồi cuối cùng có
We'll do everything within our power to stop
cũng có
him.
cái
The
backup đằng
Nave's
sau để
unit
tẩy
is
trắng
based
cả.
at the Kuvaki Experimental
Thế là
Design
không hay.
Bureau.
Nên có thằng nó điên hẳn như kiểu thằng sốc vờ ấy nhỉ.
Well,
Tao ác là vì tao ác thế thôi,
now
nó
we
nhiều.
know what's going
Không cần
on
lý do
here.
gì cả. Thế nó mới hay.
I fear this could.
Làm ngon này.
For the everlasting forest. A grave trend.
No more lies.
Mấy con này nữa. Có cây cối các kiểu luôn.
Seek within. Can't hide the truth.
Đều tạo ra.
With one heart, we pray.
Chào Kamajizuka. Hello bạn Kami nha.
Bombs away! Water jet!
Close your eyes. Fear the dark. Observe.
Chủ yếu là để thành nhân vật chơi được thôi chứ đóng thiết cứu không biết ở đâu, chưa chắc thằng Dottore để thành nhân vật chơi ở đâu. Đến cái gì nhỉ, đến Rosalind nhỉ, Rosaria ngon như thế mà còn bị cho đi nữa là cũng chưa chắc thằng Dottore này thành playable đâu. Với lại game này nó thiếu gì nhân vật tiềm năng này playable đâu mà. Riêng gì nhỉ, riêng bốn đứa chấp chính ấy, 4 đứa đấy thôi làm playable cũng nó đủ lắm này. Chỗ này trên thì chế tạo ở lõi à? Đây rồi.
Welcome one and all. I've been expecting you. I hope my...
Yeah, we really appreciate
The gall. You expect...
Of course I have. Should I be worried about something? First Sandrone and Arlecchino, now you. If you were looking for them, I should probably mention that Arlecchino disappeared as soon as for Sandrone. Why, she's hardly out of character. She never was one for basic courtesy. Does everyone you associate with undergo such a change in temperament? Speaking as a researcher, I have to say, it is not... Well, since you ask...
So you've got your hands on the moon marrow, and now you're claiming godhood.
I must protest what you are insinuating with that phrase, claiming. I am not claiming anything. I am stating a fact.
Huh? Wait, you'll excuse me if I'm not being a polite little lady for you.
By the same token, I knew you'd respond along
Same
those
token.
lines. You and I both understand that facts speak louder than words. To that,
What gift?
What gift? Như vậy.
Where have all your troops gone?
who knows? Perhaps they are already marching toward a new world, following in the footsteps of an unknown. As vulgar and arrogant as you may be, dear
Chiều chào riêng của tự do tự
Sandrone,
đại.
I have no intention of taking out my displeasure on...
You sent your people to the Experimental Design Bureau? That's a Tsaritsa's property.
Yes, and I am very mindful of Her Majesty's instructions. But you know full well that they do not conflict with my present goals. In which case, all I'm doing is conduct... Now then,
Cậu Huy
you have a
Trần đúng
judgment
không
call
hay
to
Huy
make.
Chan?
Am
Huy
I
Trần.
simply lying to stall you? Or is it possible that every word I am saying...
So now you've turned on fellow Fatui soldiers.
I have set a new rule for myself. Each person gets one chance. Naturally, that includes you, Sandro. If you wish to leave, I won't stop you.
Scumbag.
Đó, đi thôi. Sandro đánh khôn nhỉ? Thầy cứng quá té luôn.
Still, I
Không bằng
hadn't
găng
counted
nhiều.
on Sandrone sparing any thought for the people of this world. Shame. How can she ever hope to achieve greatness when she's so obsessed with
It's more than a little disingenuous to speak of achieving greatness.
honor?
Honor.
I have the marrow of 2 moons in my possession and will soon complete the construction of a 3rd. I will be the god of a new world.
Thần linh của thế giới mới.
Those are sacred relics.
In my view, many in this world do not deserve
Này,
to
chính
be
ra thằng này
alive.
sở hữu được cả 3 mặt trăng khỏe cả
Yet
Trần đấy.
I mercifully permit them to...
You'll come to regret your actions.
Đóng băng được cả thời gian.
Will I now? Let's see.
Ok, đánh nhau thôi. À, mẹ Dottore cao thế. Thằng này cao vậy. Ngang còn ngang thằng đấy. Rin nhỉ?
Target acquired.
Gì đấy? Bắn à? Thế nào? Thế thôi gì? Ở đâu hình như thằng Rin cũng cao hơn nhỉ? Thằng Rin mà còn Rubin đứng đến chân nữa thế.
An exact practice.
Thằng này người thường ăn gì cao thế mẹ? Thôi đánh nó thôi.
The law sleep beckons. Be silent.
The deception ends here. It all adds up.
Wipe out! Water jet!
For the everlasting forest.
Rồi. Ồ, có Alekino để giúp à?
For the assistance.
Ui, 5 thằng đánh nó luôn.
They see you as an ally.
Ghê.
What a farce. You're clearly here to destroy my research, not me.
I'd say your research is more valuable than your life. Am I wrong?
Sử dụng nguyệt điện cả trung cơ chuyển hóa cơ quan trôi nổi.
Observe.
Water jet!
No more lies. Seek within.
Ok, đưa.
It all adds up.
By the frostmoon of old.
Thằng này nó cứ đi để lại nhỉ, nó không đánh gì mấy nhỉ.
Be silent. Close your eyes.
Is this all it takes to tire me?
Leave this place. Stay your hand.
Các đi tắm không?
Go!
Thằng này còn máy to hơn à?
No more lies. The deception ends here.
Đánh này bao giờ xong?
Dottore is too powerful with the artificial moon marrow in his arsenal.
Không thể đối đầu
Fighting
được
is
khai chiến.
futile. Quickly.
Té đâu. Này làm máy thế. té.
I've always thought it is wiser to flee than surrender.
Watch out!
What the?
Bắt nhà lữ hành luôn.
Forget about me. You should.
Where's the traveler?
Kinh. Vẫy tay phát biến luôn. Kinh, mẹ thằng này có đòn teleport ác nha. Đã đạo vãi. Ok, giao lưu màn đầu rất đẹp đấy.
What just happened? Nasha Town? How did I get here? Strange. I remember being trapped by Dottore. Something weird is going on.
Huh? Traveler? What brings you here at this hour?
Huh?
What are you in the mood for today? A hot dog? Or something else?
Sorry, I'm not...
Well, feel free to...
Everyone seems to be acting normal.
Oh, darling, look who it is. One of our regular...
Wait.
Sao lại
Why is he talking?
I'd love to, but can't serve a customer unless they...
Yes, thankfully. It was a long trip, and it's left me...
Wait. These two are a couple? Hey there! I haven't seen you in ages! What's keeping you so busy? I've been looking forward to... You forgot already? You're silly. What is she... We've had a lot of customers over the last few days, so we've been real busy. Oh! Another customer's arrived! I better go see what they want. This is all wrong. I never once heard the owner of this restaurant talk about their... Could this be...
Very good. I knew you had it in you. Aren't you going to try the house special?
When did he show up? No. None of this is real.
You don't seem to like it here. That's fine. We can change venues.
Nó cho mình chơi đồ rồi đấy. Đúng rồi, chắc chơi đồ rồi. Kiểu này giống như kiểu bên Sumeru đúng không? Phải cho ngủ xong rồi thao túng qua giấc mơ các kiểu. Thằng này nó quen trò đấy quá. Fermina giờ vào nhà tù mặt trăng rồi đấy không?
The moon's reflection.
Không gian biên đâu.
The mystic. I guess I could try opening the gate
mặt trăng thêm lần nữa xem mở làm sao được.
No response. Maybe. If this was the space that killed both Grevier and his lover, then why am I unscathed?
Tại vì không gian này được thằng vua rồng tạo ra để nhốt mặt trăng đúng không? Cái bọn này là mặt trăng thì chắc chết.
I'm not unscathed. I should conserve my strength and proceed with caution. I don't believe Dottore's scheming will stop just because I must return. Emptiness, silence. What is this place? Or maybe the real question is, what is it for? What's this? Looks like it responds to my power. Golden. Like Kuvaki. Is it some sort of guide? And why does it feel so familiar? I might as well follow it. Where does this lead? Could it be the exit?
Không chuyện ra dễ thế đâu. Nếu đêm đông có một vị lữ khách tên hay ghê không?
Welcome home, Moon Goddess.
Is this Nasha Town?
Này quay về quá khứ à?
Moon prayer night over already?
Hội tơ vẫn sống.
Goodbye for now, Columbina. I hope you have a wonderful night.
À nhớ rồi, cái nhà tù này là nó quay ngược thời gian, đúng không? Cái ngày đầu tiên ở đây sẽ là cái ngày vừa mới đi, xong dần dần thời gian quay lùi về. Ảo vậy, cái đoạn này ảo phết. Như kiểu du hành ngược thời gian nó vẫn tác động được vào cái dòng thời gian đấy một chút.
I can't touch them. Over here! Over here! But the people in these memories pass right through me. If only I had known what would come to pass. Even so, I should still take a look around. Just being back here.
Welcome home, Moon Goddess. Oh, you're the genuine article. Alice was right. This moon prayer night was worth watching after all.
Sau rồi chính Columbina ở thời gian này tác động vào lá bài đúng không?
That was the fortune telling stuff run by Barbeloth from the Hexen
Dự
Circle.
báo về tương lai. Bắt đầu cái đoạn này là ảo rồi.
Draw the first lunar arcana. This
My destiny. Now that I think about it, Barbeloth's divination was absolutely right. It's almost time to draw the... That was the card that popped out on its own. From here, I think.
Đấy, chính cái này tác động vào.
What?
fascinating. I've never encountered this before in my role as a diviner.
What's going on? Did that card leave the deck? Because of my influence? All I did was try to touch it. Maybe this memory space is not untouchable after all. Or is it possible that there's more to this space?
This card.
I need to get to the bottom. I'll try touching... Is this... the wind? No, it's gravity. No, Traveler!
Traveler, cứu. Kiểu như tương lai quay về tác động quá khứ đúng không? Cái chính xác thì kiểu tương lai quay về tác động quá khứ đấy. Nhưng mà tác động này nó không bị chia thành một thế giới song song, vũ trụ song song. Chứ kiểu gì nhỉ? Ở Adventure Infinity War nó cũng quay về quá khứ để thay đổi tương lai đấy, nhưng mà ở đây nó chia thành những dòng thời gian khác nhau. Còn cái này là vẫn ở chung một dòng thời gian. Nó không bị tạo thành những cái vũ trụ song song nữa. Thế hay hơn. Chứ cái này mà thành vũ trụ song song rồi các phiên bản khác của các nhân vật nữa thì có đoạn.
We are so sorry. We completely understand how you must feel. The traveler is trapped, and we all feel responsible for it.
Traveler đã bị bắt về là thông não rồi.
You didn't leave her behind on purpose. She's all alone in there.
Rồi giá thành ở Dottore ngày nào cũng bị nó giảm đạo lý. Ngày nào cũng phải nghe giọng lưỡi đa cấp.
We must find a way to rescue her. We were all involved in the operation where she was captured, and we do not abandon our comrades.
Đấy, gần như là lần đầu là nhà lữ hành bị bắt, xong bọn này phải đi cứu nhỉ? Mấy nhiệm vụ trước còn bọn này bị bắt xong nhà lữ hành đi cứu.
We also know that through his contact with the phantoms of Hyperborea, he gained using this knowledge. He then fashioned an artificial moon marrow to serve as a replacement for the frost moon beyond the sky. Unlike Columbina, Dottore is not being rejected by Tevat. And even with 2 of the 3 moon marrows, his power far exceeds all of ours combined. Once his 3rd moon marrow is complete, Dottore will have completely seized the authority of 3 moons. Tevat's most primordial powers will then be in his grasp.
Is that...
I'm afraid so. No one could have predicted this level of insanity. Not even from Dottore. And unfortunately, his insanity...
This is dire. Sounds like the world is done for.
Yeah.
The 3 moons' authority can influence the very fabric of time and space. I dare not imagine what a
The trouble's already begun, I'm afraid. On our way back, we discovered that I'm convinced this is Dottore's doing.
The only thing more frustrating than facing down evil isn't...
The Doctor is guilty of numerous crimes in Mondstadt as well. One of our knights, well, former knights. His father was murdered by Dottore. His ideology and methodology are a danger.
He doesn't see them as his own people, that's why. Right. He views other people only in terms of how they can benefit him. That's the basic. Granted, he's hardly the only harbinger to pursue their own interests. We all do. Dottore's actions have gone beyond even what the VII could have imagined. Usurping divine authority to become a god. First, we can't expect him to heed the Tsaritsa's will once he gains the 3 moons' authority.
Poor traveler. Of all the people to get caught by...
We have
to go save her.
Paimon, I promise you.
I get how you feel. I do. But it's gonna take more than strong emotions to take down an enemy like Dottore. What we need now is more information.
Right. We can't even guarantee he's still at his research center. Before we can think about mounting a rescue up, I'll find a...
Paimon knows, but...
Tôi sợ lắm.
She's so scared. If anything happens to the
traveler...
She might be the strongest person Paimon knows, but she's still human. She feels pain and bleeds just like anyone else. Then think things through before you stick your neck out. Unless you wanna lose...
Sandrone.
Miss Sandrone?
Put the stuff over there. And... Am I okay? As you can see, I've had to move my whole livelihood out of the Experimental Design Bureau. Dottore always goes a little loco when he finds a shiny new toy.
Shiny new toy.
Just go ahead and cry already. Sorry. Paimon's not trying to make it soon. It's just...
Thế này đến cuối game mà con này Paimon này thành phản diện thì đúng là mẹ.
Let it all
Anh
out.
luôn.
There's no shame in it.
Okay then. While the baby of the group is having a moment, how about
baby
the
group has a moment.
get to work?
You've made a discovery?
Polonia, scan. You, hand, now.
Oh, I thought you'd never ask, my lady.
I thought you never asked.
Curses! You're next. Then you.
Kiểm tra tình hình người anh chị em đây.
Dottore, you son of a... He's done something to us.
Tất cả ai từng đến
Everyone
phòng
who
thí nghiệm
entered
của
his
hắn đều bị
research
cấy vào
center
một
has
thứ
been
giống như lời
implanted.
nguyền.
I don't feel anything unusual at the moment. Does that mean it hasn't activated yet?
My best guess is Dottore created it using the moon goddess's powers. 1 second, analyzing.
So, what twisted game is he playing this time?
The moment I analyzed the energy composition, some encrypted text appeared in my... And when I deciphered it according to the VII standard encryption protocol, I got the following message. Feel free to run.
He's mocking us.
Yep. He loves to toy with people, but I didn't detect any murderous intent or malice either in the message or the curses.
Or perhaps all people are cowards in his eyes. Maybe he thinks the threat alone... What a despicable person.
Đại khái nó cài lời nguyền để bọn này không đi ra khỏi nước ngoài được.
As unhinged as Dottore.
I remember a comment he made when we first arrived in Nodcry. He said, presumably, they interest him because they're unknown quantities.
Agreed. The Traveler is Tevat's 4th descender. All harbingers are aware. Since Dottore took such pains to capture the traveler, he is unlikely.
Okay, but of course. I also think we need to read between the lines with Dottore's message. If he's encouraging us to run, that means we mustn't leave Nodcry under, and my guess is his curse will only trigger if we leave.
We've discovered multiple energy fields. Albedo is still attempting to analyze their structure. Each field is slowly growing, swallowing up more of the surrounding area.
His nefarious ambition knows no bounds.
The loss of Columbina could not have come at a worse.
She entered the space beyond the moon gate, knowing...
Don't be ridiculous. If I know her, she's busy finding a way back.
Whatever has become of her, the fact remains that we are two comrades short on the eve of a decisive battle.
We need to find out the traveler's location.
Agreed. Whatever Dottore's planning, we have to get the...
It would be best if someone could approach leaders of neighboring nations and negotiate...
Snezhnaya is one option.
This would be so much easier if the traveler was here. No! Stop thinking like that, Paimon. Paimon will join you. She's pretty well connected thanks to the traveler. Maybe it'll come in handy.
Thế Paimon sẽ tham gia đội cứu người hả?
Either way, that's what the traveler...
Rồi lại đây Columbina. Được nhá, dùng cái hoạt cảnh hoa rơi này để thay đổi để cất cảnh, được chứ?
That gravitational force that pulled me. When I saw that memory of Moon Prayer Night, if only I could have sent the others some kind of warning on Moon. I feel, well, back to emptiness and silence again.
Tiếp tục tua ngược thời gian. Ra trong 2 mét. Columbia với chắn đẹp nha. Chắn họa tiết rất chi tiết, rất đầy đủ nhé. Có cả hoa Kubaki này, hai cái bị vắt hai bên này. Chắn đẹp vãi. Có tùy mặt trăng ở giữa. Đấy, chắn này xứng đáng 10 điểm. Quá đẹp.
Entrance from last time isn't showing up. What am I? Looks like I need to gather these scattered fragments.
Nhấn giữ và điều khiển sức mạnh nhắm vào từng mảnh vỡ để thu thập. Okay.
It worked. Hopefully I can stay inside for a bit longer this time.
Ad Astra Abyssosk. Welcome to the Adventurers Guild.
What? This doesn't look like Moon Prayer Night.
Extra, extra! Latest issue of the Nasha Express!
I don't think I've ever been here. Maybe this space isn't comprised of my memories after all. There aren't any festive decorations around. Is this Nasha town after Moon Prayer Night ended? Did Dottore's plan not affect the town? Or is no one aware of what happened because he used the Three Moons' authority? Let me see if I can influence anyone else.
So, what do we do next?
Wait, that voice. Paimon?
The most important thing right now is to find that mage.
một ngày trước khi đêm
How
cầu
about the
nguyện.
Traveler and Mr. Varga?
I'd better go pay the Fatui a visit.
Traveler!
Này, quay lại từng ngày một. Ồ, thế ra tính ra cái lúc này là có tận 2 Colombina quay lại gọi con Traveler à?
Hả?
Một Colombina ở trong tương lai và một Colombina hiện đang là cái hồn đúng không?
Colombina?
Tận 2 Colombina trong cái này.
It's me, Colombina. Huh?
Traveler?
Let's go! This is not
Huh? Huh? Wait a moment. This has happened before. This is what happened when I disappeared. I stood right over there, thinking that it was only when she called my name that I decided to follow them. But did she turn around because she sensed my touch just now?
Này, bản thân là tương lai quay về quá
Is
khứ
it
để
really
giúp chính mình.
possible that from if I keep following, it's that gravity again?
Rút lại.
Every time I influence reality within that space,
Mỗi lần
this
tác động nó
force
lại kéo lại.
intervene.
Ok.
It's as if it's trying to stop me from leaving. I'm getting weaker, and I'll just have to try. Come on, Colombina. Keep going. You have.
Hay. Là cách triển khai câu chuyện hay. Cái bước này trôi qua lại về quá khứ lâu hơn một bước. Đây rồi.
I've been plunged. It feels strange.
Look at you, standing so still in total silence. Hello there,
Hello
traveler.
Okay, rất thân thiện.
He seems to be in a good mood.
Ah, so you noticed.
Ba mặt trăng.
This is the completed triloom. 2 primordial moon marrows and 1 artificial specimen. You are wary of it. Good.
Rất tốt.
Maintain. You performed well in that recent
Rất
battle.
tốt. Dũng cảm liều lĩnh.
Brave and reckless as always. Courage is the sign of a true hero. And impulsiveness is the hallmark of those who strive to advance. I say this not to belittle you.
3 moon marrows. Does that mean?
Well spotted. What do you think? For a replica I built myself, I dare say
Replica.
it looks...
Dottore, are you planting illusions in my mind?
I have no interest in fooling your eyes. On the contrary, I hope to show you the true essence of all that you see. Is this not a beautiful city? People live in peace and find joy in their work. The streets are safe. All available data indicates your values and worldview conform with the mainstream. This kind of society should be...
False beauty is deceitful. Lies...
I wonder, is it your moral standards that are too high? Answer me this. If someone existed in a sweet dream from the moment they were born, a dream in which they never once felt pain, which do you think they would consider superior?
Này giống cái câu chuyện trong gì nhỉ? Honkai Star
Or
Rail.
the reality?
Trước cho Honkai Star Rail cái chương trên Nakoni cũng kiểu như này.
It has nothing to do with your actions.
Này lại giống anh gì à? Giống anh săn đây rồi. Lại cái đạo lý này. Thà đi ngủ cả ngày còn hơn là dậy mà khổ đúng không?
What do you want from
Thà nằm mơ mà sướng còn hơn dậy mà khổ.
Do you think the only reason I'm keeping you is because I want something?
If it's not, then why haven't you killed me yet? No one can stop you if you're as powerful as a god.
I'm delighted you recognize that fact. I believe we last squared off in Sumeru. Ah, the memories. How time flies. You and I have both grown. I'm not surprised that Arlecchino and Sandrone worked with you. You've always a way of slowly but surely people laud you as a hero, but I suspect there's more to it than that. Oh, but to be clear...
Do you always give your opponent an appraisal before you deal the final blow?
Call it a long time habit. I'm a researcher, and one of my duties is to give an objective assessment of my subjects. But you misunderstand. We are not opponents. No, I just want to talk. Think back to Tartaglia, Arlecchino, Capitano, Colombina, and now even Sandrone. You've worked with each of them in the past.
Hợp lý.
I believe you can work with me
Lý thuyết rất
as
hợp lý.
well.
What makes you so sure?
Well, why not? Should the good associate only with the good and the bad befriend only the bad? I like to think we could have a more mature relationship than that.
Đạo lý nghe xuôi tai phết đấy.
Surely you don't think all your relationships are grounded in friendship or shared ideals. People come together because it
Nghe
benefits
nó
them to do
tập đạo lý
so.
vào đầu này, sớm muộn nó cũng theo nó
If you
thôi.
think of the morality, ambition, dreams, people have plenty of words to embellish the nature of their relationships. But once you break free from those ethical frameworks, you will see that the only thing connecting the two, and that is what I'd like to talk to you about.
We're finally getting into it. He's probably been planning to kidnap me for a long time now. He has the authority of all three moons. I won't be able to gain the upper hand in a
Cứ để
fight.
yên nghe xem nó nói gì đã,
You
đúng không?
say you're a god, but you also speak of mutual benefit. What could a god want that the three moons cannot provide?
Excellent question. But before I answer, gaining Columbina's allegiance was a rare and extraordinary
Hoàn
feat.
thiện hơn cô ta.
But the Moon Marrows are now in my hands, and I have the edge over her. For this art, her identity and lineage may have been a thing of glory in the old world. But they were also shackles that prevented her from ever So what is it that the three moons cannot grant you? What stops you from negotiating with me to get what you want?
Đúng kiểu chỉ cần em đồng ý muốn gì anh cũng cho, đúng không? Này nghe giống giọng tổng tài tán gái
That's
quá.
quite an accusation. Are you expecting me to get angry with you?
Người trách ông ta đủ
Well,
điều.
listen, in the past, my less mature self might have been disappointed, perhaps even angry, over a small setback like
Tiểu vương
this.
Kusanali, lúc mà
Like
Subaru
when
nha.
you and Lesser Lord Kusanali, but things are different now. Just as the rich do not quibble with the
Giống như người giàu
poor,
không sau đó với
I
kẻ
no
nghèo.
longer
Ok.
find myself perturbed by these trivial affairs. Human relationships end with conflicts of emotions and interests. But relations between humans and gods are different.
Con người với thần thánh khác
And
nhau.
ours is even. I have ascended to the highest heights and laid claim to unprecedented horizons. And you were no ordinary person to begin with.
Ok. Kinh, vậy phát tiểu ghế ngồi ngay.
Allow me to show you the world, Descender.
Wow. Này thằng Dottore thao túng bí ác nhỉ? Wow, đi giữa biển luôn. Thời không đan xen của chúng ta. Đấy. Đẹp chứ nhỉ?
To stand, walk, jump, sit, and
Okay.
lie down.
Ok.
These are the most common of behaviors.
Để ghi người nào. Ok. What?
Have you ever wondered why we were born following such laws? Who stipulated that we could not fly instead of walk?
Cho bay luôn, được. Ra. Được. What the? Bay cao hơn nữa à? Ủa, bay cao hơn nữa luôn. Ủa, mẹ thằng điên vậy nhỉ? Giảng đạo
Someone
lý
of
tới
your
cái này luôn.
talent and experience must surely know of the four great rulers who serve the heavenly principles.
Điều này biết rồi.
They got one wounded by a blade will die from blood loss or infection, and one who falls into a lake will drown in agony. The elderly wallow in solitude, and the solitary age faster. Eventually, new life is born, only to embark on the same. These four divisions anchor the world and shackle those who live in it. But they themselves transcend its boundaries, squandering the power bestowed by the heavens. All
Tức là khái mọi sự
yearn
trên
for
cái
equality, but
lục địa
unless
Tây
the
Bắc này là do
gods
bốn sắc tính đấy
prostrate
nó Seven, đúng không?
themselves and profess that they are mere servants of the living, equality can never exist.
Trừ phi các vị thần phải cúi đầu thừa nhận rằng họ chẳng qua
Who
chỉ là
makes
tôi
the
tớ.
rules we must live by? Who has the right to restrict us? The limits of the body can be rejected.
Cho sử dụng một phần sức mạnh của Dottore luôn. Ok. Bom luôn.
How does it feel to be among those with absolute
được. Hay. Cho đánh tất cả những con mạnh bằng cách chỉ bằng một đòn duy nhất thôi. Cho cảm nhận sức mạnh của tuyệt đối như thế nào. Được. Minh chứng không ngôn đấy. Bắt đầu thấy xuôi rồi đấy. Cho bay luôn.
Only by discarding our useless, primitive eyes can we perceive a new world.
Vứt bỏ được Bắc Nguyên Thủy. Cái này giống câu trong Dottore nha.
How narrow-minded we all were in the past. Why should the final answer of the world not be a power that predates those of life, death, time, and space?
Nhưng mà tại ba mặt trăng này có sức mạnh nguyên thủy, không bị ràng buộc bởi bốn cái bóng đúng không?
Through it, I have glimpsed new experimental possibilities. Nature suppressed, authority exiled, souls controlled. You know, I heard recently that a group of critics reviewed countless stories and drew an interesting conclusion. They found that it is more often than not the villains who strive tirelessly. In fact, long before this, someone voiced a similar idea in an academia. Fanatics are trampled down for their transgressions, and those who transcend are rebuked for their audacity. And so, but all sacrifices made during my experiments have been worthwhile, as you can now see. I can offer you something new. Something unique, precisely because I am a villain. Think about it. We are eternally bound through mutual interest. Can you truly say you would never turn to malice if it could give you the life you dream of? After all, what value do perfection and purity really have? They are fragile and feeble things. Utterly, I say, better to be governed by a flawed humanity than a gnosis. The true seeker of knowledge is the villain who undergoes countless tribulations in pursuit of their goal. I'm sure many people have told you that you're different.
They're different.
Because I'm a descender?
Exactly. Very clever.
But what has that got to do with you?
Yeah.
I do not conceal my wicked deeds, my selfish desires, or my greed. A true researcher must act as... And yet, a knowledge seeker like myself will inevitably grow tired of studying to that people. You have traveled to all corners of the world and met many people. Along the way, there have been moments when you were misunderstood or even became a wanted criminal. All the while, you have spent your days doing some of the most mundane jobs in the world. You fight and toil, claim minuscule rewards from my friend Pantalone, and you fight some more, winning some battles and losing others as your search goes on. Surely you must sometimes grow weary of being stuck in this same loop day after day.
We're completely different. I embrace everything that life throws at me. I am engaged in every step of my journey.
How does that make us different? I too embrace what life brings, researching everything that interests me. Think of all the novel things I've managed to create, like the artificial moon mirror. Don't you see? As unique a specimen as she was, even Columbina is not irreplaceable.
Take that back! She's gone because of your actions!
I didn't say that to anger you. Though admittedly, I don't see what there is to be angry about. Anything Columbina could do for you. I know what your ultimate goal is. You wish to walk
Dottore này là đàn ông nha, còn này Dottore mà là một em gái xinh xắn nào nữa thì nghe khi xuôi rồi đấy.
Journey, don't you?
Someone like
like you could never understand what it feels like to care about another person the way I care about him.
Perhaps not. But that doesn't mean I can't help. I could find your brother right now, bring him before you, and make him give you the answers you seek.
Được.
Don't be so presumptuous. You'll never begin to understand the situation between...
Oh, no. This is no presumption. I'm only offering what I know is possible with the power of the Tri-Lune. But it seems like you would sooner continue with your journey through this world.
Thằng này lập luận rất chuẩn nha. Mở bài, thân bài, kết luận đều rất là cuốn hút và có trọng điểm.
Or is it simply a necessary process from which you cannot
Có thực sự muốn đi không hay đơn giản là bắt buộc phải đi thôi? Hay đấy.
Think of all the time and energy you have spent, everything you've had to endure just to make it this far. Yes, you have made many friends. But do they ever spare a thought for the void in your heart and what it yearns
for? Đang chờ đợi điều gì trong thâm tâm không? Hỏi câu đắt giá nha.
What you want is not friends.
Tâm lý được đấy.
It is family.
Có bạn thân hay có bạn bè hay bạn thân?
But do they know this?
Okay. Thao túng cỡ đây.
I, on the other hand,
ta rất chu đáo. Ok, đồng ý. Tham gia thí nghiệm của ta đi để đáp lại.
And in return, I will bring your meaningless journey and all its struggles to an end.
This is a malicious attempt to manipulate me. But at the same time, of course, he's right about my predicament. How can I deny it? I have faced ungrateful strangers, never-ending troubles, an endless quest for answers.
Suy cho cùng thằng này nói có lý mà.
I want to see him. After everything I've been through, words can't wherever you are right now. Do you miss me too?
Đoạn này toàn hội thoại thôi mà cũng hay phết nhỉ.
All right, everyone. Our next mission is clear. We need to...
The residents of Not Cry are quite dispersed. Miss Lauma, I will...
Agreed. We will reach out to Natlan and Snezhnaya. Anyone found north of the experimental... As for those dwelling south of that...
The Voynich Guild has dealings with the cured. Yehoda, you should help Lauma.
My wish has come true. You're willingly lending me...
Well, good for you, if all this only takes...
Boss, wait!
Oh, I'm sorry.
Well, no one's more important to me than you, boss. And remember how...
Are you completely incapable?
Are you
Who will see to our other work if we're all busy evacuating residents? Sandrone insists that Columbina is still alive.
But boss...
Well, Nefer, I'll link up with you when...
What makes you think I'd need you to do that?
I'll need it. And considering
the
way
that's quite enough.
I bet we're in for an uphill battle here, but we can help out too.
Loading schedule. Store essential local research data and technology. Understood. I will execute.
Great stuff. Thank you, ladies.
I've contacted the Lightkeepers. A colleague of mine will join us shortly.
As for me, I guess I'll be making an early return to Spain. I think it's important that someone informs the Dendro Archon of what's going on in...
Roger that. Someone should inform Mondstadt too. Mr. Durham, as an added incentive, get there fast enough and I'll see about getting your gliding exam.
Really? Ha! Mission accepted, sir.
I intend to stay behind and help Miss Sandrone with her research.
She recognizes your expertise then. I wish you a fruitful collaboration.
Thank you. In truth,
I believe she has been investigating some Fontanian technology.
I should mention that we have one other friend who isn't present. He hasn't made his position in all of this clear. But
Paimon's been very quiet today. But I know how close she and the Traveler are with the Natlanese.
Okay.
Make sure to heed Sandrone's warning. Many of us have been cursed by Dottore. That aside, personally, I have faith in Columbina. Same goes for rescuing the Traveler. Both of them are important.
Oh, wonderful. You're all here.
Nicole, huh?
That voice again. Nicole?
Wow.
And it came out in...
Sorry. This is the only way I can speak to you all right now. Please accept
my
my apology. Time is short. We're still facing quite a catastrophe here at the world's borders.
Alice has roped in every Hexen Circle member she can get a hold of. Except for me. I quote, "You love talking, don't you? Well, now it's finally your time to shine. Take these. Make sure the whole party gets one each. You'll be in charge of making sure everyone's...
Huh? Is that
scanning? Unknown device.
Kết luận dễ thương.
Analyzing. Affirmative. It is cute and good.
This is no ordinary Dodo communication device. It's my very own special modified version, specifically... Sorry. It will allow us to communicate over long distances within Nodcry. No more worrying about shuttling messages.
What astounding technology.
Yes, exactly. Right on cue, Albedo. Oh, I'd love... That's all from me. Head off as soon as you're ready.
Ok, nói chung mỗi người để phát một cái điện thoại di động, sau rồi mà nói chuyện với nhau. Cái này chương này chưa đánh nhau với Dottore rồi, sang chương sau rồi. Em bài xe ở đây.
Ah, Sir Flint. Perfect timing. I just arrived myself.
Này 4 sao.
You are most considerate, Master Ilua. But in fact,
if you saw me, why didn't you say something?
I was curious to see how long you could...
That would be a first. You always seem to appear out of thin air without... Also, how many times do I have to tell you not to address me as Master?
I beg to differ. Why should a young man...
Please, Lord Flint. Sir Flint. I'm begging you, don't flatter me into complacency like you do with everyone.
You understand me, but
I think they don't understand why you do it. You just love puffing people up till they're a big, happy ball.
In all sincerity, I can only hope...
Is the situation that bad?
We just held a strategy meeting.
In short, we need everyone gone from Pyramida. We also need a team of...
I only hope we have enough...
We do. Old Man Nikita will definitely help.
Good. I'm sure you and the others will make short... If you've got something to say, Master Ilua.
You mentioned that you have... How...
I doubt it will be easy.
I know you're a Lightkeeper, and it's your duty to protect however bad things have gotten in the past. Nodcry has never... I don't mean to pry. And it's probably none of my business.
I've been afflicted with some sort of curse, and I'm told it may well trigger if I set foot outside of Nodcry.
Okay.
What? No. Why?
There are plenty of people out there willing to try.
Frankly, Sir Flint, I am furious.
Indeed.
And what? I told you, I'm furious about this.
Nothing I can do about it, I'm afraid.
Hey,
you're
completely unmoved by my anger? I'm devastated.
Then allow me to express my sincerest regret.
Maybe I need to spell this out. Lean in a little, Flint.
Oh my. This...
Word is that you were caught up in a real horror show recently. People were amazed that you returned...
I've returned safe and sound from plenty of crises.
Fine. I'll be... You know what? Forget it. We'll revisit this...
A sound plan.
Just promise me you'll come back in one piece. All right?
Come back in one piece.
For you, also. Please pass my regards on to our colleague.
Come back in one piece. Ok, lại đến Colombia nào. Bây giờ rồi.
I have to keep searching for a path toward reality. I tried to influence reality in this space. It consumed a lot of Kuvaki. I'll try and be more careful this time. I need to leave key clues behind using less power. I hope everyone still remembers what I said on Moon Prayer Night.
Nothing here either. Flints?
Flints?
Ah, Miss Nefer.
What are you doing here?
I just spoke with Itlua about arrangements for the search and came for a walk nearby. As for you, why would...
As well as figuring out how to gather intel on the Also, we'll need to bring a lot of force to bear against Dottore. You don't think Columbina perished either, do you?
I'm merely considering the possibility that she survived, just as you are. How much can we really know about a deity?
Do you remember what she said on Moon Prayer Night? About using moonlight to send messages to us.
Okay.
Of course. I think that's why we're both here.
Where have you checked so far?
I've been focusing on the outdoors. Anywhere the moon...
I checked the Curatorium of Secrets, and a few rooms. The only places I haven't looked yet are the room, but process of elimination isn't the only thing that brought me here.
Oh, really?
After all that build-up, our mystery ally never showed up even once.
Trận thù bí ẩn.
Huh? Am I imagining things? Come on, let's see what's going on.
Chính Columbina
Oh
luôn.
no. I knocked over a vase as soon as I came in. Although, it seems like I'm not about to be pulled away. It looks like as long as I'm careful with my actions. Anyway, is this the flagship? I only went into the lobby last time, so I've never actually... If nothing else, I can now be sure that it is not simply memory. She mentioned where her room was. I think it's... this one. The door is closed. But if this is anything like when I disappeared, then maybe... I'm in. She and Paimon aren't here at the moment. I hope she's okay. Best not to... Please, Traveler. I really hope...
Có mèo bên cạnh đấy, hợp lý nha. Được.
Just a cat.
Nothing else here strikes me as...
Didn't you stay here for a couple of nights once?
Before Rerir showed himself. Yes.
Did you notice anything unusual?
I remember thinking how much noisier the flagship... Traveler...
This is where they've been staying, yes? Over here?
That's right.
I wouldn't usually condone breaking and entering, but we can make it up to them later.
Focus now. I have to write a message on the wall using Kuvaki. Just like... Simply open your windows on nights when the moon shines bright, and the moonlight will naturally flow towards the words I have written.
Okay.
Here goes. I'll need to care...
Này giống kiểu câu cá nhỉ. Ok.
There's a noise outside the... Please, you have to see...
Well, do you sense...
Unfortunately, no.
And this place was our last...
Not necessarily. We've only looked in knock. Miss Columbina said she would leave messages at her friends' dwellings. It's still work.
Let's try and... wait.
What are you... What's that look for? This is a victory feast. It's normal to eat a little more than usual.
Nó lồng cảnh của quá khứ và cảnh của hiện thực lại.
The traveler in Paimon. It's really you. But why are they talking about a victor?
Huh. You worried Paimon sick while you were out there fighting Rare. So this is your...
Wait. So this is the night after the battle. How did I end up here? That's quite a long time ago now. Wait. That's it. Every time I've entered reality within this space, it's been at an earlier point in time. Every one of those points has been before I fell into the moon's reflection. And everything I've done to affect reality, really does this mean that within the moon's reflection?
Not long till Moon Prayer Night now. It's gonna be even livelier than... Although, it's gonna be sad saying goodbye to the damselette.
Paimon.
Paimon.
No, I can't. Even if I make contact, they probably won't understand what's going on. And in any case, instead, I have to find a way to get them to notice what I've written using the moon. Wait, even I hadn't thought of doing that before Moon Prayer Night. They'd never conceive of that possibility.
Don't lose heart. We'll find a way somehow.
Huh?
Oh, you say that, but the Frost Moon is beyond the fall sky. If we wanted to go visit her, how would we make it through to the...
We might not have all the answers now, but I'm sure we'll find a way one day.
Huh. Yes, someone...
The present. The future. That's right. There are still things I can do.
What's your plan?
Flynn's. When you were staying next door...
No. The rooms here are dark and damp. And there's...
The moonlight.
I think I see where you're going. One moment. I'll see if the owner is available.
Don't bother. Time is of the essence.
Ném vỡ cửa sổ luôn.
Even if no one sees what I've
Đúng
written
kiểu
at
hành động của
this
người có tiền hả?
moment, maybe someone will remember what I said after Moon. I need to write down as much information as I can.
Huh? What's up with you? You can't even hold your cup steady. Are you getting tired?
Hay nhỉ, nó lồng cảnh quá khứ với cả hiện tại lại với nhau trong một phân cảnh. Được không? Nghệ thuật phết.
A little.
Buồn ngủ rồi.
Well, you should probably hit the hay then.
Hay nhỉ, được. Các kể chuyện hay chứ. Lồng song song một địa điểm nhưng mà hai khung thời gian khác nhau. Hay.
You truly have. You helped defeat Rare, helped me reclaim my name, and you helped the others organize Moon Prayer wherever you are right now. I'm sure you're still fighting against the injustices of fate. This is all I can leave for them. How I wish I could stay here. But I hope to see you again in the next time. And if the opportunity presents itself.
Cùng một không gian, cùng một địa điểm, kể chuyện của hai dòng thời gian khác nhau, kết hợp lại với nhau. Ok, hay đấy. Đấy, bọn này đọc rồi.
Columbina.
Đấy, quan trọng của dòng thông tin này là để biết Columbina còn sống, không chết. Thế được rồi.
Not only that, but she's left us an entire wall's worth of clues. She even wrote down what would happen on Moon Prayer Night. It's It's just a shame we found it too late.
I am here. Time in this place flows, but I am constantly moving forward.
It sounds like she's found a way to influence the past, but her future is our past.
Tương lai cô ấy là quá khứ của chúng ta. Úi trời ơi.
So, these words have been here ever since we defeated the Reikir of Solnari. We just... Which came first? The chicken or the egg?
Only when I'm in a good mood and at leisure.
Yeah.
Well, I never do. Everything that has happened already belongs to the realm of as a business person, and especially an intel broker.
An admirable philosophy.
It's a means of survival. Let's go. We have a wall's worth of clues to share with the others.
Ồ, chính ra lúc nãy mà cô Lumia viết nhiều phết nhỉ, kín tường luôn. Lại cáu rồi.
It appears that the doctor's energy signature has changed to something similar to Kuvaki. But not like the Nodcry's Kuvaki devices will only have a limited effect on it. I can see why you've chosen. Also,
my subordinates just shipped them in from Fontaine. Some of them are from the Narcissenkreuz Ordo. Some are incident. Additionally, after some further scanning, I've
what's that?
Teyvat's skies contain multiple moons. A long time ago, when I did my first scan, but when I checked again just now, I detected 4 moons.
So there's one extra?
Yeah. Originally, I thought that if I could still find 3 moons, that would at least mean Columbina's still alive. But then it occurred to me that apart from the frost moon, Teyvat's moons are just husks. And husks surely shouldn't show up in this scan. It's weird, isn't it? If we can't even distinguish between a dead and a living moon, how are we supposed to know whether a moon goddess is still alive?
Quét được 4 mặt trăng là vì con Columbina nó quay ngược về quá khứ đúng không? Thành ra 4 mặt trăng là vì thế.
Or does this mean that the moon marrows are equivalent to the moons themselves?
It's certainly possible. In which case, the 4th moon you detected may be Dottore's artificial creation.
So he wasn't bluffing. He really...
It's easy to get overwhelmed when you have too much on your plate. Maybe...
Nothing can calm me down at a time like this.
It's Mr. Flynn.
I really hate that ringing tone. Ugh. First the 4 Orthants of the Narcissan...
Oh, sorry if we're disturbing you. Might I ask what's trouble?
What do you want? Where...
Are you still at the curatorium?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look, everyone else is still out, so there's no hurry.
Even though we have crucial intel?
Fine.
Do you intend to share it via the Dodo community?
Ordinarily I would, but this is a unique situation.
All right then.
The rest of the team is still out working on their missions and evacuation.
Sandrone, you were right. Columbina is most likely...
Đúng ý mày luôn. Sandrone vui luôn.
That's the best news we've received in a while.
Random locations. Appearing in reverse order? Are you... Anyway, does this mean we can deduce her condition from the moon marrows?
Miss Androne, there's nothing wrong with simply admitting that you're happy to hear the good news.
Vui không sao cả, okay?
I'm not. And she's the least of our problems. We're facing, if she can't control the flow of time in there, she's just gonna keep moving backwards. Different points in time won't intersect.
Let's say life begins with a drop of water. When did time begin? The moment this planet came into being? No, that's not right. Her final destination would be the moment at which the space she is in was created.
But it doesn't seem like we can influence that space from the outside world. Also, if she's alive, Rerir and Thelindis might be too. But as far as we know...
I'm afraid I must concur with Miss Nefer in this.
Can't exactly argue with that.
Will it help with your research?
I doubt it's gonna help with breaking Dottore's energy fields. But who knows? All right, I need to get back to my research.
Sure, I'll stay here.
Câu chuyện này hơi rùng nha.
Paimon. Oh, right. She met with Vargad in that land, didn't she? Good thing we've moved her and the Traveler. Speaking of the Traveler... There's an...
Paimon here! Not in at the moment, but if anyone needs to borrow her stuff or the Travelers, go ahead and help yourself. Also, Traveler, if you get back before Paimon, make sure to get some rest.
How sweet. Well, since you... This is the Traveler and Paimon's luggage. It's well organized. I wonder which of them is... What do we have here? The camera captured a special moment that can only occur between people who are close to one another. You can really sense how the photographer feels about their subject. I wonder why this picture was placed outside. This must belong to the Traveler. Hang in there.
Polonia. Search keyword world formula and bring me all relevant books.
Này điều khiển con robot này à? Ui dồi, mẹ nhiều chữ thế. Không tìm thấy từ khóa. Đây đi. Ôi vãi, đen vậy. Đây rồi, mô thức thế giới.
Let's see. This one is... I believe that the correct term for this is Fortuna. This was an ancient Romorian technology. I never imagined that Romorian ideas would be so similar to the diagram I have. Human civilization should gradually shed possibilities. As it continues, the sparks of civilization shall run out. Variables. Descenders? Dottore likely captured the Traveler because of her descender status. But the Three Moons' authority comes from the world itself. Why would Dottore need anything beyond that? Where does this variable factor in? The world formula calculates the... Polonia. Search keyword pathway and bring me all relevant books.
Con đường. Này cứ phải đến cái thứ cuối cùng mới tìm được cái nhỉ?
Otonki Sermon Dictation. Observe and compute the pathway displayed in the guidance diagram. So, it's one of Renee's draft lectures. This is so long. Polonia. Search keyword tree model and bring me all relevant books.
Đây có rượu làm việc à? Đây đi. Phải. Mấy trang liền.
most of the experimental devices proposed by the Lilia Crucis. When Duke St. Germanus departed, he said, "It seems that there's no going back. In all other things, he is but ordinary." Excuse me? I'm sorry. That's just ridiculous. What kind of book is this? Great Detective Herlock, the Alchemist and the Clockwork Saint? Still, the author swears that they knew Renee well. Memory, wishes, souls, and the way Alain Guillotin saw it, the world was Renee. His full name was Renee de Petrichor. If that place was also the source of most of our information regarding Remurians, the cutting of souls, and the chemical marriage model, Alain would have scoffed.
Vào đây nhiều chữ quá.
What was Alain's view on Renee? I know he meant... Oh, now I remember. Alain's old notes are here too. Renee seemed most out of sorts. Yep, that sounds... My subordinates, actually... Some of Alain's old files are... He may have kept them, but he never even attempted to use them. Didn't believe a word they said. Come to think of it, Renee's world formula was filled with calculations of constants. As for Alain... it's been too long. What? He created that procedure to save this world.
Giải thích nhiều quá nhỉ?
He died
Liên quan đến cái cốt truyện thế giới ở bên
Did you really never take a close look at Renee's the very thought of trying to You once asked me what... Even the tiniest variable can make big... Now then, allow me to put these incompatible fragments together in your... First, establish and verify the existence of the Great Circle. Absolute nihil on one end, Then, the variables. The sparks of civilization shall run out unless we consider traverse the world, space-time, and civilization. Then extract the essential nodes from the records to the primordial power that differentiated itself from the void. The records. This is horrendously complicated. How do you think it looks, Polonia? Like the frenzied... Fine, keep it to yourself. I jest. But true madness does often start with trying to save the world. So would Rosaline. She's been dead for a while. When I close my eyes and think back, I can still see her face. And that enormous dress she used to wear. Such a bizarre choice. What possessed her? Oh, and the clack-clack of those heels used to drive me insane. No one's asking me, obviously, but I hope you all know that I never wanted to save the world. I'm not. The world needs a solution. But I don't need the world's back.
Okay. Lần theo dấu chân quá khứ, giờ uống trà. Giờ còn giả lập robot người hầu đi lấy trà cho nó. Cái đây. Săn drone này cũng là robot mà uống trà lắm thế. Cái đoạn này cảm giác hơi bị lê thê nhá, hơi bị dài, hơi bị câu giờ ấy nhá. Bắt đi lấy sách rồi bắt đi pha trà kiểu này.
To go with the tea. Something's written on the box. We are proud to present this homage to the Fortress of Meropede's fun-filled... Sounds like a dumb gimmick to me. What? Are you kidding me? Somehow I doubt that an early night and a glass of water is magic.
Ok, cuối cùng cũng kết thúc cái chỗ của Sandro này. Con này là nói nhiều quá, nói nhiều mà toàn thứ liên quan đến kiểu học thuật, cái kiểu ở đâu ấy. Nghe
Lady Arlecchino, word has reached us that Lady Marionette's troops are all in position.
Excellent.
The only thing is, they are fewer in number than we expected. It looks like many of them must have lost their lives at the hand of the monsters released by the Doctor.
Okay. Tạo là không ra được ngoài này luôn này.
Can't be helped. Allow.
As you wish.
Rồi vậy. Rồi. Mấy cục này giống vùng năng lượng, mấy cục này giống trong lỗ hổng bên Zenless Zone Zero vậy. 3 lỗ hổng liền. Trong lỗ hổng có ma vật giống hệt Zenless Zone Zero rồi.
It's been a while, Arlecchino. You look well. Did Dottore really have to build his lab right on the sole path between Snezhnaya and Nodcry? Had to go on a huge detour to stay out of its line of sight.
Sounds like an arduous journey. I assume...
Of course, all part of the job. Firstly, the Tsaritsa has authorized VII Internal Affairs to review Dottore's case. They will reach a form... While they're working on that, I've been ordered to come and...
They are nearby. My team will escort...
Great. Aside from that, Her Majesty has a message for you and Sandrone personally.
She stayed behind to work since I was making the trip anyway. It seemed sensible.
All right, guess that's just how she rolls. In that case, tell her that the Tsaritsa... Still, I wonder what... Did one of our troops turn into a monster?
Take him out.
À, tức là cái vòng... Cái lỗ hổng này nó biến bọn biến người thành ma vật. Giống hệt Zenless Zone Zero luôn đúng không?
Everlasting as the moon.
You've gotten stronger, Arlecchino. Nice.
Stop that right now. I appreciate the praise, but I am not fighting you today.
I knew it. I can't believe it. He was a living, breathing human one moment, and the next.
Người bị thành quái vật, giống hệt trong
Another fine piece of work by our dear colleague, I'm afraid.
What in the world has been going on in Nodcry?
A lot. But long story short, Dottore stole 2 moon marrows that should have belonged.
What? What do you mean he built a moon marrow? People build roads and houses, not moon marrows. What's his next DIY project?
You could stand to be less surprised. We are harbingers. The work we are engaged in makes the creation of gods seem mundane by comparison. I tell everyone who asks that you once crossed swords with Rex Lapis while serving as a key supporter for Rosaline's plan. But right now, you're acting like a common...
Thanks for speaking up for me. Those two really took me for a ride back then.
Anh chia sẻ lựa cái cây quả Rosaline với cả nhằm vương lửa.
Surely no common adventurer would manage to get tangled.
It almost sounds like you wish to repeat the experience. I might have...
No.
Dottore is currently still experimenting with his newfound power in ways that continue. As for the human mutation, I believe this is simply a consequence of his experiments, and not a strategic move. That radiant beast was once a subordinate of Sandrone's. I suspect he was only allowed to live so that he could become an experimental subject. Also, those of us who fought Dottore have been afflicted.
This is so much worse than I thought. While these exceptional circumstances persist, the Harbingers are hereby authorized to use...
My thanks to Her Majesty.
Her Majesty has also declared that she will refrain from launching an attack on the now evacuated Nodcry.
A wise decision.
By the way, how's my old partner doing? I'm assuming they're with you?
Partner? You mean the Traveler? I'm afraid I have bad news. She was captured after our failed assault on Dottore.
What? Why? Since when does Dottore have a bone to pick with her?
That is indeed the question. I'm not sure.
This won't do. I have to rescue her.
You can't. We have no idea where the Traveler is.
What am I supposed to do then? Stand here twiddling my thumbs?
Sandrone is working on it. The best thing you can do right now is complete.
I guess I'll leave this to you.
One last thing. Tell the rooster to get the message out to the gods and citizens of every nation in Tevat. The source of that pollution is a madman drunk on the success of his... However, if Nodcry falls, things are likely to escalate. Considering Dottore is one of our own. All Fatui stationed in Nod...
Hey, don't be too pessimistic. If it comes to it, I'm sure Her Majesty won't stand by and do nothing.
Hợp lý.
I hope you're right.
Cái này lỗ hổng to chưa? Chứng tỏ Dottore khỏe dã man nhỉ? Tạo được ra mấy cái lỗ hổng biến người thì có vật gì? Bá đạo vậy.
You're right on time.
Thanks. Hey, do you think I'll get that gliding exam exemption? I made sure I was on my best behavior in Mondstadt. I landed well outside this...
I'll help you apply, don't worry. For now, let's see what we have here.
What are the doctor's energy fields even made from? The usual attract and repel principles that govern Kuvaki.
They are very mysterious. But ultimately, thanks to research by Master and the Hexen Circle, we know that Tevat's 7 elements are derived from the more primordial. Since you have the power of the Dragon Durin within you, I'm sure you can already tell that...
That's true. It's not abyssal energy, it's something...
I've been thinking about something. That was one of the most marvelous feats of ingenuity I've... Not to mention the operating principles. Surely, the clue was that Miss Columbina was somehow able to use the pyro energy that you provided. Despite the fact that, as a moon goddess, she should only be able to use light realm energy in Now, all elemental energy is, of course, derived. This presumes a theoretical model of the 7 elements akin to that of light refracted through a prism. I almost wonder if the idea for the device was conceived based on direct observations of said prism. It is at once a masterwork of engineering and a groundbreaking application of the Academia's latest elemental theory. I suspect only Lesser Lord Kusanali herself could have devised such an ambitious... But back to the energy field before us. If this is pure light realm energy, its relation to elemental energy is one of integration. Could this mean that elemental energy can dilute the power of the light realm?
Should we give it a try?
We should.
It worked!
Clear signs of disruption were detected at the periphery of the energy field. Now you try.
All right. It's...
Switch to abyssal energy and attack again. No surprises there. Abyssal power drains the energy field to a significantly greater... I now feel confident in asserting that the energy field is indeed pure light realm energy.
But the energy field is huge. How much element...
We don't have to neutralize it completely. That's all for theory. Would you like to continue watching?
So you knew I was here.
Huh? When did you get here?
A while ago. But Albedo sounded like he was working on his thesis defense back there. Back in Sumeru. You can end a person's whole career by interrupting them mid-speech.
Very thoughtful of you. I'm truly touched.
With what?
A little test. Try using Animo to unleash a concentrated assault with circular blade.
Oh.
Nice! This time it took...
Tremendous.
Should we go through?
We probably shouldn't risk having mutually antagonistic energies.
Sounds sensible to me.
Don't worry, I got this. You two be careful in there.
What do you mean? Signal.
It's based on a new alchemical concoction I developed last month. When 2 bottles of it are...
Glad I asked.
Ok, đi vào vòng. Chế tắt cái cây.
Like I thought. Beyond a certain distance, we can't see the opening where we came in. Maybe that's to prevent people from escaping.
Sounds like Dottore's style to me. Not much has changed. Things are basically the same here as they were before the energy field appeared.
Hmm.
Too slow.
The wind rises.
They have no heartbeats and they're not breathing. We can only assume they're dead. But there are no visible wounds.
Bên cạnh người chết này luôn có một con động vật đúng không? Chắc bọn này bị chuyển thành động vật.
There's an animal squatting next to.
It's watching us. That's not.
Bọn này bị biến thành động vật.
What are you trying to tell us?
Doesn't seem eager to talk. I guess maybe it's just an animal after all.
Đại khái đã chuyển giao linh hồn của bọn này thành sang động vật.
Let's keep looking around.
Pha tu thì bị thiên đường dị giáo, hay ghê vậy. Thiên đường dị giáo. Cái này bọn dân bị biến thành động vật hết. Còn bọn pha tu thì biến thành ma vật. Ông này bị biến thành cái ốc sên luôn, đen thế. Này chính ra biến thành con chim là sớm nhất nhỉ, ít nhất còn bay nhảy được. Trong nào biến thành ốc sên thì thôi rồi.
Too slow. Same situation everywhere. Not a living soul in sight. Just countless bodies with animals standing watch over them.
Well, I think we can safely rule out the...
Is skirting around the topic your way of showing consideration?
Just being cautious.
Quit following me. Careful.
Please. Help us.
Help us.
Please.
Over there. I hear a voice.
Gọi là kinh huyết nha. Thằng Dottore ác ba cháy.
Please. Help us.
Please.
What happened here?
I don't know. Suddenly, everyone collapsed. I still have some of my senses left.
It looks like there's a huge experiment going on inside this energy field. Maybe each energy field is its own giant experiment. Vile.
Mỗi khu này là một khu thí nghiệm.
He's swapping human minds with those of animals.
Hoán đổi ý thức giữa người và động vật.
This could be an extremely radical experiment. Those people may have lost their sense of selves, but they are not fully animals either. If they were, they would have left. But instead, their instincts are driving them to remain by their dead
mất bản thân
bodies.
thôi, nhưng mà chưa thành động vật hoàn toàn, nên không thể chạy đi như kiểu động vật được. Đúng rồi, hợp lý.
We should go. No sense.
Agreed.
Chà, mẹ thằng này ác kinh. Xứng đáng bị tiêu diệt. Ô, té thôi.
Too slow. Quit following me.
You're back! Everything okay?
We saw some things that take a strong stump.
We should share our findings with the others.
Yes? Who is it?
Miss Nefer, we found a way to break through the energy fields. With enough control, it's possible to tear them up. Also, we managed to take a look inside. Dottore is carrying out his cruel experiments on an immense scale.
Sounds like he's living down to our expectation.
Might I ask how things are proceeding on...
I'm just about to get started.
Understood.
I will.
Well, Nefer, I'll link up with you.
What makes you think I'd need you to do?
I'll need it. And can...
Let's begin. Entering simulation mode.
Lại vào trạng thái mô phỏng.
A vast wasteland.
À, tức là xâm nhập vào đầu của nhà lữ hành.
Expecting something more vibrant to be out. Wait.
What are you looking at? In that case, I want to know all about everything you've seen and
tức là dùng đồ vật
experienced.
của nhà lữ hành để thâm nhập vào đầu óc của nó hiện tại, giống như lần trước thâm nhập vào thằng Ririn nhá.
Or should I stay here and be the hero everyone says I am? I don't dislike my current life.
Bà kiếm sống, có
Roaming
tiền rồi bài
around, fighting battles, accomplishing
tiền rồi bài
missions. Or I guess the only thing that's missing.
This is the conscious layer, which contains a person's true feeling.
I suppose anyone who lives long enough ends up wishing for someone who can.
Time to delve a little deeper.
Chuẩn bị vào tầm sâu hơn.
Nasha Town is hardly the optimal choice for a place to live, but it has character and a reasonable population density.
What are you trying to say?
Khiếp, nghe thằng này dạng đạo lý từ sáng đến tối.
Oh, don't be nervous. I was just thinking where might make a good starting point for your journey. Perhaps I should send you further afield. Conria, perhaps.
Conria ceased to exist long ago.
Once again, you fail to understand the possibilities that the Tri-Lune creates. Anything that has existed in the past, I can now... You simply do not wish to see that happen. That might be because you miss your sibling and fear getting answers that you are not ready to learn.
Hôm nay Đấm Dottore có ra hồ
This is
không?
not for me to judge.
Hả? Cái gì? Rồi.
If we are to collaborate, we need to maintain an amicable relationship.
Oh no.
Thằng Dottore tinh thế, phát hiện ra ngay.
What are you? What are you gonna do?
Don't move. Something unwanted has crept into... Oh?
Tí nữa bắt được thằng con Nefer nhá. Mẹ thằng Dottore tinh thằng hơn cả thằng Rio.
Did you save me?
If I hadn't cut the connection, Dottore might have caught you from the other side and destroyed you. This was a good idea, but once is plenty. You were exceptionally...
Thanks, but now's not the time for that.
Mày có đi cô giúp không nhờ tóm rồi.
Albedo speaking.
Tầm Nefer này thì nó bật cổ ngay.
What is this? I can't see anything. What happened?
Ah, sorry about that. I take it you didn't notice. Just now, a friend of yours took a little...
Could it be Nefer? How did she do it?
Do you think she's aware of your current circumstances? Oh dear. Have I stunned you into silence? I only wanted to slow down your time a little so I could stop your intruder in her tracks. I must say, I'm finding the ability to adjust the flow of time rather intriguing. The moment you closed your eyes, time seemed to grow impossibly viscous, didn't it?
Này có khả năng điều khiển thời gian ngang với chấp chính luôn.
A whole month passed before you opened your eyes again.
Trải qua một tháng trời, từ lúc nhắm mắt đến lúc mở mắt trải qua một tháng trời.
No one else was affected. I dare say this is something...
Point taken. You've proven once again that you have...
Oh, you misunderstand. This wasn't about proving a point. I was testing. I only wanted to make you sleep for a short while. But it ended up lasting a whole month. Clearly some finesse. I hope you're not angry with me. It was only a month's discrepancy, nothing too serious.
You could have frozen me for millions of years. So much...
Millions of years? To what end? I wonder if you don't understand humans all that well. They are very pragmatic creatures. If I had you sit here for a week, I imagine people might sympathize. The sheer size of that number would cause it to lose all meaning to them. They would not. Unfortunately, while gods do exist in Tevat, their lifespans are so limited, their bodies so fragile. Did you ever really... Your long life and unique origins make you fundamentally different from them. How long will it be before they start to treat you like the...
Yeah. Cái gì biết?
Even I feel bad for you sometimes. This world has made you into a slave. So many times you have served its will. You have been treated most unfairly.
Yeah.
I can change that. I will grant you special privileges and give you back the status you...
Chào mừng kinh quá. Cái nghỉ đã, 4 rưỡi rồi. Mệt quá rồi. Nghỉ mai
entered the
tiếp.
past 3 times, for instance. Beyond each point being further so far, but it's more than... I'll keep this question in mind.
Humans, you never change. Always trying to use powers. Unite.
This looks like Star Sand Shoal. Was this before Rerir regained his physical form?
You've messed with the cannon again, huh?
The cannon. That's right. I was
Đấy,
at
khi nghỉ
Silverman
nghỉ ở đây
Hall
thôi.
and I sensed an abnormal
Để
pathology fluctuation coming from
mai
Nasha
chắc ở
Town.
tuần sau đi, chắc là tuần sau mới đầu sim lại được. Nha, tôi hẹn lần khác nha. Nghỉ ở đây thôi.